Okay. Yes. I can't hear you either. It's probably your headphones if you have them. Yes, I did put them on. So can you hear me now? Because I literally just put it in my ear. Yes. Okay, good. It is connected to this. And if when I do this and it's connected, it doesn't matter if I disconnect it. You still can't hear me. So I'm happy that it's this because that's an easy fix. Okay. Yes. Okay, good. Okay. All right. So I was chatting with Tori and I was like, I completely forgot it was Thursday and I don't need to, but I want to do a live and I totally forgot that it was Thursday. So I was like, what can I do really fast? She said the Hussy. I was like, that's a good one. So I was like, let me do a 2 hour challenge. Okay. So from 9:40 to 11:40, if my math is right. Um, in 2 hours, I want to be able to cut out the pattern, cut out the fabric, sew it up in 2 hours. So let's see what happens. Hi, Landa. Hello, friends. All right, I'll go through the materials that I have here in just a second, and then I have the pattern on here. And then that way I can see the chat because it's I kind of see it, but girl, it's not working. I mean the sound, not the sound. Oh, don't worry about me. Not the sound. I can't see the chat. So I want to be able to see you guys when you talk to me. I can see myself. I can see you. Hi, guys. Okay. All right. So 9:40 is going to be the start time, because that's the start time for the video. Okay. So here I have hardware because I'm going to be making the Hussy long ways. So it's like across like a little tiny pouchlet type of thing. So this is the hardware for my crossbody strap that I'll be making. I want to put this Forest Moon family camping, like this is like one of those Star Wars patches. So I'm going to put that on there. That's a DTF. I've got my zipper tape, pattern pieces. I'm using waterproof canvas, the Ottertex. So I have green and I have brown. I'm going to mix it up a little bit. So I'm going to do some color blocking kind of situation where maybe the gusset is brown and the front is green and the back is brown. I don't know. I'm going with this and just saying, let's do something fun. So I'll be doing that, and then it'll also be very simple situation. I'm trying to get it really simple, minimal amount of fabric to be used to try to see how can we hack this pattern so that it's fast to make, quick to cut out, and it sells. Because these times of days, I don't know anybody that's buying patterns for for like $45, $50. I don't know anybody that's do that. Hi, Landa. Good. Good. You can hear me. Let me grab my scissors. Actually, I have them over here. Okay. And I don't know if you guys had looked into Sulky yet, the newest pattern from Seems Legit, but if you haven't, it's really cool. It came together really fast the other day for me. It was so fun. Large size. Nope, don't need that. Anyway, I'm making the small size. Large. Okay. So the small size one is what I'm making. I really want it to be like something that just holds a cell phone. It's lightweight and can like get kind of squished into a bag. Doing that. Let's see what happens. I'm literally going to be cutting this out and doing everything from the very beginning. So if you have never made this pattern, I attached it in the description, the link to the pattern. So go over there and support Tori with her patterns. And then I'm going to show you how we can put it all together and make it fast. Make it fast. That's what's important. Cut this out. Okay. There's no measurements or anything like that on these pieces, so I'm feeling kind of good of just cutting it out with you guys. I don't even really know what that's for. It's probably a slip pocket or something. Oh, that's for the large. See? You gotta read. You gotta read. Large main body. I'm not doing that one. Here we go, small. See, that's so much better. 2 pieces, and then I'm gonna write out the dimensions for everything else. So much better. For the gusset pieces, they are on page 2, I think it is, where the measurements are for the zipper and the gusset. I've got my fan on me because it's just a little stuffy. It's not really hot. It's just it has, you know, it's been a little warmer than usual around here, and I don't really feel like cranking down the air, so I want to just work with that. Okay, so these are the 2 pattern pieces that I need. Is this going to fit on there? Oh, it's going to fit perfect. Oh yeah, it's going to fit perfect. Yes. All right, let's see here. Live chat. I just want to make sure you guys I can see the chat. There we go. Go back. Go back, go back, go back. There we go. Now I can see. Okay, good. I'll put a little heart on there for you guys. Ha ha ha. Did you do that? Did you make the transfer? Yes. So I bought these transfers, I want to say 2 years ago. I bought the digital files for it, and I got it printed through, I don't know if it's DTF Ninjas or something like that I got them. So I got a gang sheet, and I literally just put a bunch of these on a gang sheet. So yes. Okay, I've got those 2 pieces, and then now let me grab this piece here, look at the pattern, and I'm going to write down these numbers because that way I don't have to keep looking back and forth. If you guys have any questions, pop them there so that I can answer them. Come on, you pen. I need a pen. Pen has been acquired. Okay. Let me. All right. So for the small, width versus length. I think that's important if you are making something that's directional. You really want to make sure you know what the width is and the length is when you're cutting stuff out when it comes to this. But if it's all solids, you don't have to worry about that. This is when I wish like I could just have like Tori just tell me what to do. I'll be like, phone a friend. I'm just gonna phone a friend. Okay. Perfect. And then for other pieces, yep. Okay. That's it. Okay. Hi, good evening. Hi, Wendy. Hello. Ooh, Burnaby, British Columbia, Canada. Ooh, that's nice. Like, are you guys on the same East Coast or are you guys like Central or West? I don't even know exactly what things are in the United States, let alone in Canada. I have a kind of a good idea. Like I've looked at a map plenty of times, but sometimes I just do get confused sometimes. Okay, so I've got that. So let me go ahead and start cutting. And I am gonna want some zipper tabs. I think I want this one to be brown because it'll stand out more. West Coast. Okay, so you guys, it is what, like 6:40 something for you? Yeah. Awesome sauce. Okay, so I need 2 of exterior and 2 of the lining. So to save time, I'm going to double this up. I'm going to move this out of the way. Move that out of the way and move that out of the way. I don't want to cut it by accident. So that's nice. Okay, so I'll put it right there. Okay, just putting that there so I can hold it down. Yes, exactly. Oh, perfect. Sometimes with knowing the time zones in other countries, it's a little harder, especially when it's like the other side of the world, like where Tori is in Australia, um, because they don't do daylight savings time. So when Alice starts and finishes or whatever, she's like, what? Got the time mixed up. I was like, oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. Okay, so I'm gonna put this here to pin that together so I can cut it all at once. I'm cutting both of them at once. Actually, I'm going to use my rotary cutter and my little, where is it? Where are you, my little friend? I've been working everywhere, back and forth in different places today. I was working on kits for the cross stitch. I was working on embroidery. I was working on all kinds of stuff. I was working on lots of stuff, and I spread out a little bit because sometimes I have to be in the living room with my son. Oh, here it is. Okay. Okie dokie. All right. Let's hope this is the last time I have to get up. Okay. I don't think I could use that for anything. I try sometimes to save things, but I think that's way too small. Okay, and that's done. And then I can do this side and then the other side. All right, guys, 2-hour challenge accepted. Okay, I gotta move to kind of get leverage. Okay, and then the curvy parts I like to just do by hand. Just be careful. Keep everything together. Okay. There it is. That's done. Perfect. All right, and now I want to do my gusset pieces. I'm trying to see if I want all of the outside to be. No, I want some green in there. I just don't know. So here's a fun thing. I'm not doing any lining. I'm not going to do lining because it's going to be a bound bag anyway. So why? Why do you need a lining? It's waterproof. It looks good on both sides. Okay, so did that. Oh, I think I should have done the back in green and the sides in green. So I'll do that. I'll cut out another piece with the pattern in green. And so I'll do 2 of them again because I can use them as pockets. I don't need to have zipper pockets. I could just have regular pockets. So let's do that. Let me grab some soda. I got zesty. I like to save on the fabric when I can. Hi, babies. I asked her daddy if he wanted anything, and he said no.
Wanted anything for what?
In the kitchen before I started.
Oh, no. I'm gonna get some more.
That's fine. I've got my earpiece in, so I don't think you guys can hear as much from the surrounding area, but I don't know. Because I forgot I had my earpiece still hooked up, and then when I start the live, it doesn't let me disconnect it. Like, if I disconnect it, there's no sound. So they were like, oh, no sound. I was like, oh, shoot. Moved on me a little bit, but it at least went out rather than doing anything else. Yeah, that's good. Can't use that. Okay. I think that's going to be perfect. Okay. Haha! I caught it on my lap. Genius. Good night, my love. See you in the morning. Or like Dwight Jr. told me, you're not going to see me till tomorrow morning. So funny. He's been having some really good practice at swim. Okay. Now, if you are making this bag out of a vinyl that has like a backing that's not nice, and obviously you're going to need to line it with something. But since I'm using waterproof canvas, I want this really to be like more like a utility type of bag. So that's what we're going for. Exactly. Okay, so I did that. Those are 4 pieces. So what I did is I still cut 4 pieces. So I got 2 of the brown and 2 of the green. One brown is going to be for the front of the bag. The other one's going to be for the back of the bag, and then I'm going to use the other green one as half for a pocket, and then the other one for the front pocket. So it's gonna have 2 little pockets inside. So I have plenty of space for stuff, but we don't have to worry about that. Okay. All right. So I think the gusset I'm going to make green gusset, because I have brown zipper tape. So yeah, I think that's gonna be good. All right. So let's see here. I don't think that's gonna be enough. Oh, that's just enough. Oh, that's awesome. I love it when that happens. Okay. It's gonna be fun. I'm really trying to get all these odd end pieces cut up and used. Okay. I might be able to use that for a D-ring. Hi, Sandra from Toryville, Queensland, Australia. Oh, nice. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate you guys coming on with me tonight. It was kind of last minute because I forgot that it was Thursday, but I'm here and we're doing a challenge. All right, so the next one is, okay, and it's a very long step, so I don't have to worry about that. Okay, so I think I should be able to go from this side. This one, I need the larger roller. And I'm gonna have to mark it off because it's bigger than my mat. That's okay. Alright, so I'm gonna have to cut off some here because there's a little dip in there. So I'm gonna have to cut that as a straight line. Okay. Alright, so now that I've done that, go this direction. Let's okay. Alright, so let's do that little piece right there. And then we'll do this part. So start off with this side and then go up. Let me mark it so that I know at least about where I'm going if I have to move it. Which I will have to move, but. Okay. Close my blade. There it is. Okay. Samantha. I think I've seen you before on a couple of toys things before. I don't know if that's the day I was like cackling at everything that she was saying or not. I don't know. Sometimes I'm like that. Okay. So we did that. Okay. I have enough to make the handle out of this, but I don't think I want to. I think I'm going to use webbing, or at least yeah, that turns out really cool. That webbing is really cool. So I think I'm going to use this webbing. It's very utilitarian. Alright. So we have everything cut out. I think I have all my hardware. I just need a zipper pull. And let me see if I have one over here. So this goes down here as scrap. Ribbit. All kinds of fancy things. Let's see, we have. Maybe those are fancy. Sometimes I have like stuff that's actually like themed based. Like this is a Tweety bird. That would have been fun. I have Tweety bird printed waterproof canvas, but sometimes it's not. Great for other things. I'm gonna have to go out in the garage if I don't find anything. Ooh, these are fun. Okay, so I found some magnets. Okay, magnets might be good for inside pocket, or the outside pocket actually. Just for the outside pockets. Yeah, let me go outside and grab a zipper because for some reason I don't have one. I'm like, I always have antique ones. Got rivets. Oh, that's nice, Wendy. I love the purse pouch. Purse pouch is one of my favorites. Especially with the cutting machine. Sorry guys, I gotta go outside. the shape of everything too. Hi guys, sorry. You could hear me, but you couldn't see me. I just finished the Rosatone from Sincerely Jen and the bifold from Maggie 55. Oh, Patty, you're on a roll, girl. You're on a roll. Okay. So I'm just going to use the thistle. I'm going to use the thistle one. It's like an Outlander thistle or something. Okay. So, and I did that because I have to get my zipper tape. And I'm going to put my iron on so I could do my transfer. Yeah. You guys hanging around pretty good? Okay, so this is going to be the same size as this. So here we go. Okay, and then need to close this back up. Hattie, didn't you just come back from vacation or something? You went somewhere. Did you come to see your kids? Did you go see your kids? Okay, so webbing, zipper tape, magnets for the back pocket, and then I need D-rings. So they don't have to be too big. Is that 1 inch? No. I'm going to need another piece of that, or I could do it brown. Oh, I'll do it brown. I'll do them brown. My son retired from the Navy after 23 years. Oh, that's awesome. Congratulations. Ooh. I'm sure you're happy. Does that mean you're going to be able to see him more often? Because that would be nice. It'd be nice if you could see him more often. So because I'm going to bind the bag, I'm not going to put this at the side seam, like tucked in between the things. I'm going to do underneath as like a top one. You'll see. So this is going to be the bottom. That's a pretty long zipper. Moving back here from Kentucky, about an hour and a half away. Oh, that's going to be great. That's going to be a very small gusset, isn't it? Like, just that. That's going to have it like be wide open. All right, let's phone a friend. Let's phone a friend. Let me phone a friend. Oh. Ugh. That's not gonna work that way. Okay. I'm gonna do some math real fast because it's already been 40 minutes. I'm gonna work something out. So I'm gonna leave the width the same, but I'm gonna make it longer and then cut that down. So whatever I add to this, I take off from that. What friend? Tori? Yes, I'm trying to contact Tori, but this thing here does not have Messenger, and it's only on that phone, and I'm using it right now, so I can't phone a friend to see if she did something different to make it vertical. But it's okay, I can figure it out. I'll figure it out. So I'm going to do the same width, but I want it to come up a little higher. Like, it doesn't have to be like, so, like, because right now it's barely going to go from here to here, and that's not going to be enough. That's going to, like, yeah, I don't think that'll work. So let's see. I just know whatever I add to this, I have to take away from this. Alright, let's try to get it from this weird piece right here. Oh, that's nice. I don't want that. I need it to come up more. I could just see stuff falling out. Like, girl. No. I could just see stuff falling out. That would be like crazy. Yeah, I think if I add 2 more inches, an inch on either side. Oh, that worked out anyway. Look, I had a cut piece on that. I would have had to recut it anyway. See, cut is great. I'm telling you, I do 2.5 inches longer. Whew. You gotta give credit where credit's due. Like about working with odd shapes. I can't just fold it up and roll it up and do all that fancy stuff. Okay, 3 inches. And this edge is not straight anyway, so it's a good thing I added the extra 1/2 inch. I'm gonna have to fold you up later. Getting on my last nerve. Okay. Okay. So now all I have to do is take 2.5 inches off this and this. Then we got this. We're mathing today. Not really. Okay. Got that? Got that. Put my zipper pull on now before I forget. Because knowing me, I'll be in a rush. I'll be like, oopsies. Oh, don't you act up. Don't act up. Don't act like you don't have any sense. Come on now. Ugh, it's totally crooked. Okay. And when I say it was crooked, it was just like a little bit, but still. I know. And that's what matters. Okay, I heard a little snap that time. Don't start with me. I feel like I'm having a conversation with a zipper. Verbal. You nasty little gremlin. There we go. Still crooked. This is gonna drive me to drink. I'm gonna do the left side longer. I don't know what it is about that other side that's not wanting to act right. It's okay. There we go. Oh, Libras. Like, it's like literally, hi Melissa. It's literally about like one little tweak and I'm like, furballs and biscuits. Nope. If I spend 20 minutes on a freaking zipper, I'm gonna tell y'all just get pre-made zippers. Okay. Save yourself the trouble. Oh, you are so crooked. Oh, goodness. I just don't get it. Like, I'm doing all the things to make sure it's on straight. And it still doesn't want to go on straight. Okay, last time. And that's it. If it's crooked, it's crooked. It's a utilitarian type bag anyway. Because I can't keep doing this. I can't. I'm a little OCD. Jesus. Oh, perfect. Yay! The 20th time is the charm. Yes. Okay, so over here I want to do the DTF. Right, onto my, here it is, green exterior piece, no, brown exterior piece. So I'm going to grab one of my brown exterior pieces and then put my DTF on it. It's very important that you know which one is the wrong side and the right side of the DTF. The wrong side is the side you kind of scratch and it kind of turns white. The right side is the one that looks more like textured. It doesn't look as plastic-like, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and put that on. So I'm gonna fold it and get my center marks. So what I'm doing is just kind of pinching it on the top and the bottom just to kind of get it centered, and then find my centers on my piece, and then line up those lines. I'm not too worried about it being too far up or too far down. It is what it is. I think it looks good. I'm gonna bring it down just a tiny bit. Okay. Okay, so that's what it looks like when it's on. It's kind of like on, but at the same time, it's more of a cool peel, so I have to let it cool. It's hot. So sometimes I like to take something and just kind of like rub it in while it's still hot, so it's really transferring into the little grooves. And then after I peel it, There we go. All right, so now that I peeled it, it's still not quite all the way on. It's still a little bit raised. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a piece of cotton fabric. I need a piece of cotton. Put it on top and press it one more time. I'm turning my iron off because I'm not going to need it for anything else. Okay, so now you can kind of see the texture on the DTF sticker itself. That's how you know it is on. Oh, that looks so nice. See, waterproof canvas, a DTF, boom. You got this. I'm a bit animated today. Gonna find my centers. Finding my centers of all my pieces. Because I'd rather know where the center is every time. Every time. All right. Celebrate good times. All right. I come from one way and go this way. It's hilarious. I've been kind of like dancing to music in my head all day. Yesterday I was really on it. I was just bellowing out stuff. And my son's like, Mom, please stop. It's like, I can't. And he's like, did you take your meds? And it's like, yeah, I took my meds. He goes, it doesn't sound like it. I was like, well, I did. I did. Okay. Okay, so I'm not doing any magnet closures because then I would have to have a lining behind it. And I don't want to do that. I want to make it just very easy. Okay, so behind this one, I'm going to fold this one in half. Do a little bit of a top stitch. And then that's going to be my pocket piece. All right, guys, let's get to sewing. Fun, 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 fun. And move all this stuff over. Get out the pattern piece. So that way I can sew things up over here. Not a problem. Clean up, clean up, clean up. Okay. Sorry, I've got to. If you wanted to, you can make it just a little bit taller because nobody's going to see the inside of that. So I do like that. Just a little bit taller. I wish I was taller. I wish I was a baller. Taller is not all it's cracked up to be. I'm just saying that. I'm not hating against anybody who's tall. I'm just short. I'm folding it in half. Top stitching. Fold it in half. About, if it's not perfect, it's okay. There's some things that I'm like very OCD about, and then there's other things I'm not. Zippers, I'm OCD about. And I think it's more because that's like the first impression, really, especially if you get some a zipper pull that really stands out. It's the first impression. So, anyway. All right, so that's the pocket piece. Let me finish making sure that that meets each other. You could mark it, you could tape it, you could do all that lovely stuff, but really nobody's going to see the inside of these two pieces together. Okay, so I did that. Snip your tails. Snip those tails. Snip those tails. Okay. Did that, did that, did that. Now I'm going to take one of my green pieces and repeat the same process. Top stitch. And then it's a pocket for the outside this time. Actually, just a little bit more. I'm going to make it so that it matches more with the bottom. Yeah, it's better. This is going to be the exterior pocket piece. Pew, pew. Okay. I'm going to take my glasses and put them up like this. I can't see you. I can't see that, but I can see this now. Because with my glasses, I cannot see up close. Oh, it's a curse. Okay. So now that I've done this one, I'm going to place this one on here. Just like that. Perfect. And I'm going to baste it in place. Just very quickly, just baste it. So it doesn't shift on me when I'm putting all the layers together. Okay. And then now let's do the same thing with this one, but the difference is since this is going to be an outside piece, I want this piece to be on the outside, not on the lining side. Okay, so it's got an outside pocket, inside pocket. There we go. Gusset. Okay, so here's where I was talking about putting these on the gusset itself. So what I'm gonna do is this like very fancy trick that you do on what's it called? Yeah, because then I can rivet it. Yeah, okay. So my idea is, you know how you have belt loops, right? So I'm gonna pretty much make a faux belt loop right here. Gonna put it in the center. Okay, make my stitch length shorter. Okay. You're gonna fold it up, put my D-ring on. And I'm gonna fold this down. I fold it down just a little bit to overlap. Okay. All right, so see what I'm doing? I just folded it so all the raw edges are down, and then I'm gonna sew all the way around and then rivet it really close to where the D-ring is. So I guess I didn't have to put top stitching on that. Well, yeah, because I had to stay somewhere, it had to be folded. So, okay. Oh goodness, wrong way. I was like, I'm trying to make the stitches bigger and I made them smaller. when you see that stitching on the inside, but it's not bad. It's utilitarian. And then I'll put a rivet through it. Okay, let's do the same thing on this side. Not measuring, just going for it. Because there really isn't an exact size to it. I'm making it up by the seat of my pants, or flying by the seat of my pants, something like that. And I'm wearing a dress, so that's kind of ironic. Okay. Okay, and then we're gonna turn it around. Don't want to go too far. I think I mismeasured when I did my zipper tabs. I think I cut them at 1.5 inches rather than 2 inches. Thinking I was using 1/4 inch. That's okay. When you put the rivet there, it won't move as much. See? Okay. So, hole punch and rivet. Not leaving anything for later. We gotta get done. Okay. Okay, and then I also like to burn that just a little bit. It doesn't really fry, so don't do it too much, but and I made sure to do the hole punch either right below or right above the top stitching that I did before, because that way it keeps the stitches having integrity and you don't have to worry about it being flimsy and the stitching coming out. You guys are being awfully quiet today. Which isn't a bad thing, by the way. It's just making an observation. Okay. I think if anything, this will make a really good prototype, just to get an idea if the measurements and everything else went really well. I think it'll work fine anyway, just because when you're working with gussets, if you take away from, if you add from in one part of the gusset and you take away from the other, that's just how it works. See, and it's going to be like that, so it's going to be up against the side. Oh yeah, I'm going to like that. And then I'm not going to fold that in half yet. Okay, so now I'm going to take my zipper and wrong side stitching, stitch, and do all that stuff. I'm going to sew with my zipper tape up. What's the time, guys? What's it looking like? Good. This is back on. So we've been an hour. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. We've been sewing for an hour. Not bad, not bad. Well, not even sewing, really. We've been sewing for what, 10 minutes? Before it was just cutting out the pattern itself, then the pattern pieces, and then making the alterations to the pattern. Okay, and then now when I top stitch, it's going to enclose, well, kind of, it's just going to catch that bottom seam, the seam underneath. And it's going to put the zipper tape on the other side of it, so it's going to look really pretty. I'm just trying to make sure it lays straight. That looks beautiful. That looks amazing. Okay. My zipper stretched just a tiny bit. Just reseal everything. Just double check everything is good. All right, that looks good. Look at that. Ooh, and then look at the back. See that? You can't even tell. Very utilitarian. Okay, so now I have to add this piece to this piece. That's not the same. Did I miss something? Was I supposed to do two gusset pieces? Two pieces? Maybe. I'll try another one. That's okay. I got plenty of green. All right. Just gonna try to remember what the actual size was again. If anything fails, just mark it. Mark it with the pen. It'll be all good. Okay, I'm gonna fold it in half so that way I only have to do like one cut. And then I don't have to get that really big roller out. Move your fingers. Don't get your fingers. It's not fun. Okay. I'm going to leave you out for a minute, Betty. You might be doing something. Okay. Clean up, clean up. Okay, so let's do the same thing. This zipper up. Are you guys enjoying yourselves? Are you doing anything in particular? Great way to sew a zipper. Yeah. And you don't have to have a lining. It started out sounding good, didn't it? Okay, it just had a little hiccup. Are you guys sewing anything tonight? I think more importantly, I hope you're learning something too. That I know Tori says it all the time. Patterns are suggestions, right? It's just a, that's stupid. Yeah, that's what it was. See, I didn't read. I didn't read. I just looked at the pattern pieces and went from there. I didn't read. Oops. If you wanted to press this, you could. I'm just using my finger to kind of help it get down. So I just top stitch over it. Yeah, again, it caught it. Okay, pretty side stitching. I am going to want to put a piece of binding right there. So I think I'm going to use this taupe color, this gray taupe color. Yeah, that'll work really well. I mean, I could use a waterproof canvas, but I don't want to get anything too thick. You know what I mean? I don't know. What was that other piece I didn't need? Should I throw that away? The one that had like the little bit? Oh yeah. Let's see. It creates a pop, but then at the same time, yeah, I'm gonna do the green. No, I'm not doing the green. I'm doing this. And this is why I'm doing this. One, because it's gonna be thicker, and two, one, it's gonna be thicker. Two, I'm using this as the binding on the inside, so might as well make it the same. Might as well make it the same. Just put it there for right now. Okay, and then I'm not going to have to fold it in on the other edges because that's going to get bound. Okay, so here is what I'm going to do. I'm going to stitch this down and then top stitch it down the other way. All right, so I did the initial one at 3/8, and now I'm going to do my actual binding at 1/2 inch, because that way it's sewn several times and it just will really reinforce it. Then what I want to do with my binding is I want this to come down. I want this to go down. So I'm going to push that down there. Take this, fold it up, and sew it but having it down. So it's just a little bit of a tip. Let me burn those threads. Hold on. And then you're going to want to do it from this side. wanting to top stitch through from the other side because you really want to make sure that it looks pretty. I don't know why we get more traffic with aircrafts at night here than we do during the day. Oh, I missed that all together. Oh, lost it. Well, that's not fun. I'm definitely going to do the other one at the 1/4 inch and then do the 3/8 for the bias. So that way it's not having to pull so much on it. Let's see. There's out there. Never make it. Okay. Ah, there we go. Binding. All right, let's do the same thing on this side, but don't be crazy pants. With that. So stitching at ½ inch, I'm gonna clip this one down. Wanting to pull from this side is wanting to pull, so I just didn't want to move it too much. Right down. Yeah, okay. Ooh, that was kind of close. Okay, so I say if you're going to do your little side connector thingies, make sure that it's at least 1.5 inches down from the piece. That's okay. Just so it doesn't catch on anything. Uh-oh. I don't want to use my good scissors for this right here. Okay. Hey, honey. Okay. Nope, wrong way. I need to kind of go that way. I need to have it go down. Down, 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 down. Okay. Just do this first. Let's attach this first, and then we can do the whole top stitch thing, because that's not going to show through on the other side. Let's just do that. Okay, now we can make it go down. And we can top stitch. Really gonna have to move that clip right there. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so now that I've got that done, now I have to hold this in place so that I can find my centers. I don't want them to be crooked. Center, center. We've got this. Okay. We're going to need to clip the mess out of this. So just to make things a little easier, I'm moving this bad boy down here. I'm going to put him this way. Okay, you can still see the other projects that I'm working on. Okay. We need this. We do not need this anymore. That over there. We're not using magnets. Yeah, okay, okay. Let's do the front. So the front. This is the top. So that's where you want the center of the zipper to go. It may kind of feel a little weird because you don't really have a lining, but it's okay. Okay, really working in that gusset, just kind of like rolling it, making sure it looks good. Okay. This one's just wanting to be a little bit more difficult. I think that in making a little bit of a change on this, I think that the gusset piece could be like a 1/4 inch smaller for me. This is why you test things out yourself and see if that works for you. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Make sure it's not sitting wonky or making sure it's not like crooked because there's no mark for this. So I don't want it being, okay, I think it's good. All right, let's get it started. All right, so we'll start with the side seam. Yeah, I'm gonna go over there for just a second. Clean up. Okay, I'm gonna lift this up and I'm gonna sew it like this. Okay, I'm gonna do a 1/4 inch just to kind of base everything in place, make sure everything looks good, and then I'll stitch it again with the binding. Don't want to get my fingers in the way. I got off just a little bit. Okay. So I started going in really wide here, and I don't want to do that. It's too wide. Like I went from 1/4 inch to almost 3/8 of an inch. I don't want to do that. So let's take these stitches out and then go back. And then go back to like having, I usually like to go back at 3 stitches, and then after I've gone 3 stitches, I can then like have a running start to then, you know, go where it needs to go. Go where no man has gone before. Go where you need to go. Tell me where you need to go. You don't love me anymore. Don't you start with me. Okay. I'm just trying to make sure. It started like sounding weird there for a second. Yeah, I kind of figured that. I got a small pucker right there. I don't know what coming up to that corner was just very like, I don't know. It didn't feel right. It didn't feel right, Spotty. Okay. How much time do I have left? I got 30 minutes. Okay. And sometimes if it doesn't work that way, I'll go this way. Because you're not going to tell me what I can and cannot do. Nope. Sure ain't. You're not telling me what to do. I'm the boss. Who's the boss? You're the boss. Okay, so I'm just making the snips a little bit, the gusset just a little wider. I don't know what's going on. Don't let me have any puckers. I just didn't stitch. I like jumped over. That's just weird. You just need to just lay flat and stop being a butt. zip in my tails so that it doesn't show up in the binding later. Or showing up my hair. Okay. All right, that looks good. Let me turn it just to make sure. I got two tiny little puckers, but I'm not going to worry about it. When I mean they're tiny, I mean you wouldn't know that they're unless I showed them to you. So that's okay. Okay, it's your. Actually, I can see that here. I told this story on myself. I had to. That one I could see from the inside. It was worse on the inside than it was on the outside. The pucker was. See, I could see that one too. Okay. So maybe I am a little bit of a perfectionist. So, like I said, some things I'm really like that with, and some things I'm not. Do the snips. Get into it. Next stitch. Oh, you don't. You're not getting a pucker on my watch. No, buddy. Not today. Okay. That looks so much better. Okay. My bobbin keeps doing something funny. Keeps like hearing like it's jingling a little bit. And I know it's not because it's out. I think it's just a little. Sometimes if there's like lint or something between the spring and that, sometimes it can cause it to just not want to do right. Okay. No, not my scissors. Do it at the bottom. So what I have found the secret of doing curves with bias tape is to keep the bias tape straight and slowly rotate the piece. So don't put the bias tape next to it. You just want to keep it almost straight and then move this in. That's the secret. Oh, keep your needle down. Needle down's very important. Take your time, go nice and slow. Got some more little threads. This is also why I don't pre-cut my binding like beforehand and be like, okay, this is what I need it to be, and just kind of like cut it off like that, because sometimes you do need to have it a little bit extra stretched and stuff. So I'm moving this. My bias tape is still straight in front of me. Now I'm making sure that the top flips over, so I am pushing it a little that way, but I'm not moving the entire thing. I got my serger to work, so that's gonna be coming around soon. Serger. I am teaching 2 Serger 101 classes in Las Vegas for the Socation, the Sin City Socation. It's going to be like a hoodoo skirt poppy kind of environment this year. That's the theme. So look out for communications from Amanda over at So Bestie, because sometimes they do like, you know, dress up for something kind of thing, like just have fun for like a meet and greet or something, or for bowling. They did bowling last year. It was fun. Okay. Did that. Did that. Did that. Did that. Okay. Let me get past the curve first, and then I can do the whole folding over thing. Okay. Cutting a little bit of an angle so that when I fold it over, it's not peeking out from the inside. I think we're working with some magic here. We're working with magic, and I didn't miss any of the binding. All right. Okay, so now we're putting on the back piece, and it's going to be with the pretty sides touching. So the pocket piece, because that's going to be an outside pocket, is going to go like this. I'm putting this down here so I can kind of get a mark about where my side gusset is going to end up. About, it's not perfect, but it's just going to give me an idea of what I'm looking at. And that's on the inside. Outside. How am I going to see that? Genius, genius, genius. Okay. Top. Top. There we go. Tootsie roll. See the tootsie roll. Don't worry about me. Do not worry about me. Oh, what else is this brown spot anyways? He's so silly. I'm so silly. I'm on the wrong side anyway. It's okay. Going around and trying to do as much of the straight sides as I can before I get to the corners, just so if I have to make any adjustments. looking good, looking good. Oh, I need to stitch from this side. I'm gonna turn it. Okay, doing my snips. Okay. Almost there. Okay. Okay. Now we're doing. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking with gasoline. I don't suggest you do that. I'm not gonna say who. Oops. I broke it. I broke it. The back of the foot landed on it. It's okay. It's hilarious. He did that. He kept putting, well, not gasoline, but he kept putting the starter or whatever it's called. He kept putting that over it to keep flaming up. I'm like, please stop. I lost track of what I was doing. Yeah. It wasn't even catching. I was like, wait a minute now. This does not feel right. I know I didn't feel right, so I was like, no. No bueno. No bueno. Let me go this way. Sometimes it's just better to go against the grain. Sometimes you're better, sometimes you're not. Luna Boone is ready for bed. Yes, she is. Looking pretty good. Got a little pucker right there. We'll have to see how it looks. Yeah, you can't tell on this side. Yeah, that's good. That one's not nearly as bad. In the front, I'm always more picky about than the back. Okay. You guys don't see what I did. I put my pocket piece on backwards. I gotta undo that and redo it. Like, it was my challenge. I've got 20 minutes to fix my mistake. I was almost there. I'm so smart. And I did that one with this shorter stitch length. I was like, oh no. Or else I could have just like gone ripping through here. All right, that buzzer's about to go off. 20 minutes. 20 minutes, bakers. All the baking shows and the cooking shows that have like time things, you know. Like, all right, bakers. Okay. Who's going to do the countdown for me? Any takers on countdown? I just need you to give me like... It says it again. I don't know if you meant to say that again. So I need somebody to give me like a 10-minute warning and then a 5-minute warning. So technically, could this have been done in 2 hours? Absolutely. But I went off and did a boo-boo. A big boo-boo. Well, luckily I didn't bind it. That would have really sucked. I would have been like forget this. That bag's never being finished if I did that. If I did that, I would be like, yeah, that bag's never being. 16 minutes, thanks, Patty. Oh, goodness, come on now. I don't want to hurt myself either. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Okay. And it's just me. I have to take all of these stitches out because if I don't, it's just going to drive me nuts. That was a red flag. I did mark the pieces where the gusset was supposed to be on the bottom. And then when I put it on, I was like, oh, I guess I must have marked it on the wrong part because it's not lining up where it needs to be. It's upside down. And I'm like, okay. That was my red flag to go, wait a minute, let me check this. Yep. Trust your gut instincts, people. I'm going to have thread all over me. Like, all over me. What's new? Should I say what's different? Okay. Now that that's done, that's done. Okay, so this is the bottom. This is the bottom. Yes. You come back. Fold this in. Okay. There we go. See? You know, I love it when a plan comes together forever. Plan comes along and you want to sing along to a song that nobody knows because you just made it up. Yeah, I make up songs all the time. Okay, what am I gonna do at corners? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be a, whatever it is that song says. I'm gonna be a bumblebee, something like that. I don't know. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's do this with some gusto. Gusto, people, gusto. This is the top. This is the top. Yes, it is. Because this is. Rolling, rolling, rolling on money. Talk about money. That's a Beyonce song. I don't know that one very well. Something. I don't know. Yeah, the way I was doing it before, it felt like the gusset was too small. and then now it feels like it's too big. I don't know anymore. I just work here. How much time I got left? Time check, Patty. Time check. 10 minutes. I got my gusset on. Got my gusset on. Yep, pocket's going the right way. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Hi, Stella. Sorry, I have to look like really far into the phone to see who it is when you're saying stuff because I can't see. Because if I were just having a conversation and looking at you there, I'd put my glasses on, but I can't see with my glasses up close. The weirdest darn thing. With my glasses, I cannot see up close. Without my glasses, I see perfectly fine. Up close. Not anything far. One more curve to go. Oh, two more curves to go. What was I thinking? I don't know what I was thinking. I have one curve to go. Now I only have one curve to go. But before, that was not the case. It's like way past Luna's bedtime. I'm sure Luna's like, when are we going to bed? More so, when am I going to bed? To put her to bed. Okay. Let's see what we got. Oh, I got close to missing it right there, but I did it. All right. See, and it's still gonna open well wide enough. Okay. And then all I need to do is take this bag, get some steam kind of going with it, push everything out the right way, stuff it with something, and then it just has the memory of it because it's waterproof canvas. It just kind of like bounces back to where it was. last. And then this bag can just kind of like just go anywhere, really. Oh, you know the one thing I didn't do is a little handle thing that she does. Okay, time check. I gotta make a strap. Because hopefully that'll work. Because if it needs a strap, it might just not work. I don't know. Maybe more like a belt loop. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anyways, make the strap. Yeah, so I think I would add 4 inches instead of 2 inches. So that way it's up another inch on the side. And it's still open, and it can still open up really well. 5 minutes, 5 minutes. 5 minutes, people. Thank you for my time check. I appreciate that. Wait a minute. Okay. Okay, that's better. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. This is not the time to do this. Okay, I am so close. I'm guessing here. Totally guessing. Okay. There. There. And then this one's gonna go like this. And then it's gonna go like that. And then this is gonna go like these. And we are done. Time check. Did I do it? Did I make this entire bag in 2 hours? Is it perfect? Absolutely not. Is it done? Yes. See, it's like upside down because of the weight of the thing, so it might be more like a hip bag. Like a hip bag. It's like, yeah, there's my hip bag. All right, guys. Oh, I'm done. I did it. Yay, I did it. I did it. Yes, I did. Is this going to be useful? Probably not. That's okay. Because you could just put something in there, like a Game Boy or something. But it squishes down. It's nice and soft. But I'm done. Even with the crossbody strap, even though it's probably not going to work. So, for me, with this bag, with the small one, I'm just going to leave it for a second. I would, because I still have to do scrunching. I have to do scrunching. But I would definitely add 4 inches to the bottom gusset piece and take off those 4 inches from the zipper. Yeah, that's what I would do. And maybe even make the zipper gusset itself a little bit smaller, just a little bit. But I think overall, I mean, that's not bad for literally nothing cut out, not even the pattern pieces, to sewn and done in 2 hours. Congratulations to myself. Yeah, I'm gonna go through there and just like really like steam it and get it all like pushed out and everything. And then look, it's on the inside. Like you can't tell that that's just one layer. I'm gonna have to revisit this definitely and go make another run on it for sure. And then I'll do, you know, a comparison of, you know, the different changes that I made from this one to the next one. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. But at least it stands up. I mean, handspray, woohoo, who's winning? Me. All right, guys, I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. And the challenge complete. All right, so let's see if I could make some more tweaks to it. Like I said, and just make, I want it, the gusset to come to here so that I can have it be like more of a crossbody kind of situation. And I think that'd be great for like putting a camera in it. Yes, definitely you could put one of those switch game thingies in there. Have it just as a quick little bag to go somewhere. I think that would be really, really, really cool. So note to self, I'm going to make these changes right now. I'm going to write them down before I forget. So modifications, and off come the glasses again. Zipper, gusset. All right, so I'm going to take off 4 inches this time. And then zipper back or bottom. Is going to be that, like that. Perfect. And then I want to have a little handle. I think a little, even if it's just a little one to hang it. Oh, that's a good one. Hanging loop handle. Side D-rings. Connector. Let me think what else. I kind of like the pocket back here. So that worked out really well. I think that's pretty good pocket. It's not going to be like you put like your wallet in. It's just more like quick access to whatever you have here. I'm trying to think. I think that's it. I'm actually probably going to bring it up a little bit more. So 2 more inches. Yeah, the way I just did it, it's pretty much going to be like in half because it ends up being keys. There you go. See, keys, really quick access, like a little key fob, really quick access in there. Yeah, I like the pocket on the inside. Anything else, guys? Any other modifications that you think I could make on this to make it really a less than 2 hour sew, but also for like, you know, just to let it market. I love that. That's really cute. I've got a lot of them, so I was like, let me just go ahead and use one. I've got tons of them. I way ordered too many of them, and then I was going to sell them online, and then I was like, can't get the listing all properly. It's just a mess. A mess. Okay. Okay, so any other modifications, guys, that you think I can come up with this guy right here? What do you think? Open to suggestions. This part here? Yes. So instead of 4 inches, I did 6 inches. Longer here. So that's going to be up almost 3 inches up. So it actually, with the calculations, it ends up being perfectly in the middle, like center, like all the way around, like the whole piece. So let's say it's 30 inches. It's not, but let's say it's 30 inches and it ends up being 15 this and 15 that. It was perfect. I just kind of did the reverse math there and it just ended up being like that. I was like, oh, that's good. Yeah. Um, two by four. And then the zipper gusset is two of them. Didn't remember that at first. Double zipper pull. Yeah. Yeah, double zipper pull. That's a good one. I think on hers it's just one anyway, but a double would be good. Anything else? Little hook, little handle there. This up higher so that we can have better ratio when putting this up, because right now it'll just be upside down. I think that's good. Sorry, I'm like just leaning, thinking. I think that's about all I can think of as a change. I think the pocket in the front and the pocket in the back is good. And then that way it's not too bulky in the same seam. If I had pocket back to back on the back piece, for example, then that seam right there will get really thick. And I think this would be completely domestic friendly because there's no lining. So because the waterproof canvas is acting as exterior and lining, even with the binding, it's still nice. It's still very nice. Yeah. Okay, guys, I really appreciate it. Thank you for hanging out with me. I think that I'll try to see if I can get the modifications done and cut out, and maybe I could do like a quick live, like for an hour sometime this weekend. And if I do that, I'll let you guys know. But I think I might do that. I think I might do a like 1 hour challenge now, like really challenge myself now that I've made it once. Can I make it again? But this time in an hour. But everything will be cut. So that'll be the difference. Everything will be cut already, so all I have to do is just assemble. So if I can get it in an hour, that'd be cool. All right, this guy's over here telling me my battery is almost dead. This thing over here is telling me something. It's time to go because I've been on for 2 hours. All right, guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful night, weekends, and hopefully I'll see you sometime this weekend. Okay, guys. Bye.